Good morning, we are still in China, as you can see by the Chinese flag. We are in Xi'an today, and today we're going to visit one of the most important sites in all of China.
The Terracotta Warriors.
On our way to the bus station right now, and there is a big group of people right behind us. We're doing Tai Chi, morning Tai Chi. Those are very productive members of society.
Yeah, it's just 7:30 in the morning now, and they're already doing Tai Chi, all dressed up, ready to go. I'm still waking up a bit, so
We'll be happy if we just find our bus.
My Tai Chi is not that ready yet.
Getting to the Terracotta Army, step number 1. Take the bus.
Locate the bus. It's bus 306/5 or something. It leaves about every 5 to 7 minutes, just east of the Xian railway station, like 2-minute walk from the railway station. Costs just 7 or 8 yuan per person, and it takes you there directly in like 45 minutes to 1 hour, so it's perfect. Hi, lady.
We thought we would leave pretty early, so we would have the place basically to ourselves.
Looks like there's already a few thousand Chinese people here. Over there and everywhere.
Step 2. Secure the tickets.
Very quickly, it just took us 5 seconds to buy them. There was absolutely no queue there at all.
So far so good.
Looks like they're well organized here and handling like these big amounts of people. And probably the amounts of people that we see here now is still like nothing compared to like a more busy day.
A weekend day.
When you come on the weekend or more in the afternoon, I think. In case you're wondering why we look different today, there are 2 reasons. First one, we both had a shave today. You didn't shave your beard?
I like it this way. Fluff
I thought you looked a bit hairy and fluffy today. But second, and most importantly,
we have some new rain jackets.
we bought new rain jackets.
Yeah, we used to be like these black little specks on the screen.
Yeah.
We were looking for a jacket for me, and then we found this jacket for Naick, and actually he didn't need one. But it's so high quality, and when you feel it, like when it rains, the rain doesn't actually go into the jacket, it just pearls off of it.
Falls off, it's so cool.
Super fancy. Now he's flashy, makes it easier for me to navigate. I can easily find him in a crowd. Fancy. Step number 3, enter with the ticket.
We have now arrived at the site of the Terracotta Warriors. And so far they've excavated 3 main pits which are accessible to the public. Pit number 1 is the biggest one, it's the main site. It is the size of 2 football fields. Our guidebook recommends starting at pit 3 and then working up to the biggest one. But judging by this sign, it seems that pit 3 is closed for maintenance or some construction works. So we're going to start with pit number 2.
Alrighty, pretty dark in here, but we're gonna have our first look at pit number 2.
Yep. Time to have a look. Here we are. Wait, what?
Where's the army? It's a very impressive, big, empty room. But I was promised there would be Terracotta Warriors. I think the excavation work here is actually still ongoing. Wait, let me check what the Lonely Planet says. Pit number 2 contains around 1,300 warriors and horses. The level of detail is extraordinary. Yes. It says that you can examine 5 of the warriors up close, and I think that's what all those people are doing, because you can see small statues right over there in the back. Because there are only 5 statues here to look at, it gets pretty crowded if you want to see one up close or take a picture, because I mean, people everywhere. So we came into this huge space thinking, oh, such a big hall. Now we're gonna see the Terracotta Warriors, you know, the famous picture with like thousands of them lining up row by row. And we came in there and there was nothing. There are a few broken terracotta warriors lying on the bottom of the pit. You have the 5 warriors over there. That is pretty impressive. There are 5 warriors here that you can inspect up close. I'm not sure how they know that there are exactly 1,300 in this room. Maybe they use like an X-ray system or something to scan the area, or maybe they excavated them and moved them someplace else to restore them. It's just ever so slightly underwhelming. But that's gonna get a whole lot better, I think, when we get to pit number 1, because we've seen pictures and that should be really good. So be there, Terracotta Warriors. This is pit 1, 2 football fields large. This hangar is as big as an aircraft hangar, and currently on display are 2,000 terracotta warriors. It is thought that over 6,000 terracotta warriors and horses and chariots are in here, but they haven't all been excavated yet. They have been divided into 11 corridors, and each of these terracotta warriors is actually different. They have all been carved individually. All of them have a different facial expression. There are no 2 that are identical, which is crazy to think about it, because there's no mold that they use. It's all done by hand, all done individually. It's pretty cool to see, very impressive. The terracotta warriors guard the first unifier of China. The first emperor of China, Qin Shi Huang, if I'm not mistaken, is the man who built this army, or had it built. When he was 13 years old, quickly after he ascended the throne, they basically guard his tomb. He had this army built because he believed that they would protect him, protect his tomb, even after he had died, to allow him to continue his reign even after death.
Construction of the site was started in the 3rd century BC, and it took 40 years to complete. It took about 720,000 workers to complete the whole site, all the warriors and the mausoleum, and there were a lot of artisans involved in making these terracotta warriors. But the morbid thing is that after completion of all of this, they were unsealed in the tomb and left to die there. It was discovered in 1974. Not by archaeologists, they were found by farmers. They were found by accident. There were a bunch of farmers from a village right here, just a few kilometers away, who were excavating a new well. They were digging, and when they dug about 5 meters deep, they suddenly discovered these terracotta pieces, and they kept digging a bit, and then they dug up a whole terracotta warrior. They didn't really know what it was, so they contacted the local archaeologist. After that, it came into the news, and the national government was alerted to it and started excavating more. It was about 2 years later that the other 2 pits were discovered, pit 2 and 3. Even today, you can still see here in pit 1, which was the first one to be discovered, they are still excavating, still putting pieces together, still doing archaeological research, so it continues on.
I know it's normal or pretty common in those times, especially for royalty and wealthy people, to have like artifacts buried with them, but this is like a whole different level. At least by now we've seen some terracotta warriors, because for a moment there in pit 2, honestly, I was a little worried. I was like, oh no, this is gonna be one of those things that is like severely overhyped. But pit 1, that's really cool.
I read somewhere in pit 2 there were also some things on display, like in the pit, but apparently they're still mainly excavating it, so it's still covered and they're still doing research there. After all that walking around, we stumbled upon pit 3. Pit 3 is located behind pit 2. We thought it was closed because one of the routes was closed due to construction, but when you walk all the way through and you can find pit 3. In pit 3 there are about 50 warriors and a handful of horses. After visiting pit 1, it looks a bit less interesting, so that's probably why I recommend you coming here first.
Alrighty, made it back onto our little bus here. Hello, sir.
Lady, can you please stop bothering me? Hello, leave me alone.
Anyway, we'll see you in Xi'an. We're gonna get some really good food. So for lunch, we made our way back into Xi'an, and we're now in our favorite quarter of all of the city, the Muslim quarter, which has such incredible food. We've been here a few times before, but there are still local regional specialties that we haven't tried yet. So we're gonna make our way to some of the restaurants that we found that were recommended online for having some of the best specialties in all of Xi'an. We're gonna try some more.
This looks so delicious. These are suang tang, jiaozi, sour and spicy dumplings. They're dumplings filled with soup and beef in a sauce of vinegar, chili, garlic, sesame, I don't know what else. It looks like it's going to be really rich in flavor. You can already see like the different things they use to
There's some
to make the
cilantro in
sauce.
there as well. The second one is only to poke my eye out. It's very good. And it's not as spicy as I thought. Now the spiciness.
Yeah, but
Spiciness is only after you bite down.
the spicy oil is more on the other side.
Oh, it's really good.
This one is very spicy. This one was on the side where the chili oil is in. It is really spicy. Like on that side it's really mild. That side is really mild. This side is like super spicy. That's good, you can try both sides a bit.
You know you've come to a really good spot when it's 3:30 in the afternoon and the place is still jam-packed. They eat super early here, so it's not normal to have this many people still having lunch in the afternoon or having a snack in the afternoon. It's really, really good.
Food bearer. I thought you just went for cookies.
I went for cookies. I went for Oreos. Only the best Oreos in the whole world. Seriously, not kidding. Never even seen these outside of China, but coffee Oreos are so good. If you see them in a store, you have to buy them. And they're Oreos, although it says Chinese stuff. Wait, they're Oreos. They're official Oreos. Anyway, if you've seen the bullet train video, you will know that these are to die for. That you were also wondering if they would not perhaps be even better if we had some ice cream. Guess what I bought?
Do they eat ice cream with chopsticks as well?
Smells
Perfect
good.
balance.
Oh, these cookies smell so good. As we couldn't solve the mystery of the Terracotta Warriors in Pit 2, I thought we at least had to solve this mystery. Is it better or not without with the ice cream?
It's better.
It's better? Give me some. Give me some. That was our last video from Xi'an. Tomorrow we take the, not the bullet train, normal, regular, slow train from here to Chongqing, which is a little bit more south and a little bit more east.
500 kilometers more south.
By Chinese standards, that is a little bit. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button and make sure to subscribe to see a little bit more of the nature side of China, less urban, more rural, and you'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.